Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this Talk session. Very excited for today's session, and we have few updates that I would like to give. We'll wait for like 1-2 minutes while everybody joins in for the session. Welcome again. Please tell us if you can hear me clearly. Give me a thumbs up if you can all hear us. So we have a lot of people joining in right now. Yes, Shilpa ma'am says yes, she can hear me. Great, awesome. There will be polls coming up. Please do participate in the polls for maximum engagement. And if you have any queries or insights during the session, please feel free to post it up over here. Great, awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know that you can hear me. And please do type in where you are joining us today from. We would also want to know which school you are joining from, which city, which place, which country you are logging today's Talk session from. The comments are just pouring in. Another 1 minute and we'll just start our session. Shilpi ma'am joins from Patna. Sharmishta Arora ma'am is from Delhi. Okay. Yes, Bangalore. Great. We have from DPS Ludhiana as well. Great. I think we have covered all directions of India. But then any international participants joining in, if you are from outside India as well, please let us know that too. Great. All right, we'll begin the session. I hope all of you are doing well. Such a nice weather in Bangalore right now. It's pouring, it's raining. Uh, so we are facing a bit of technical difficulty with the facilitator of today's session. So we are expecting her to join. If she does not join, then we are extremely sorry about that, and we would like to postpone that session. But then for now, I just wanted to tell you that because of some technical difficulty, the facilitator might not be joining the session. This is an important announcement. We will be running that as an announcement throughout the session. That because of there is a climate changes happening over there because of some technical difficulty and some emergency, the facilitator might not be able to join today, and today's topic will be postponed. But we really would, we really appreciate all of you joining here, and then we have a content prepared for you from Center's side, and we would want you to participate, engage on those activities that we have prepared for you. So first of all, please stay. I think we will run a short banner right now on the information. Can we please have that banner? Okay, yes. No, the other one on, the uh, facilitator being not there today. Yes, because of the topic of the session was the power of a good question, MCQ design that drives thinking. Very engaging. Like, we had prepared the content, we had gone through everything with the facilitator, but because of some emergency from the facilitators and she might not be able to join in, we apologize for that. But nevertheless, we would want to carry on this session. And we also would want to inform you that there might not be the record of participation issued, but then we have some participants who join us regularly. We do not want to disappoint them. And hence we are here to get you those content out for you. So thank you so much for joining in. Right. So moving forward, we have this question of the day in Center app that goes every day. If you are in Center app, please give me a thumbs up or a yes. Are you using or do you have access to Center app? Do you have Center app? So can we run like oh yes, we are getting a lot of yes, excellent. So if you are in the Center app, do you have access to question of the day? Are you participating in question of the day that comes up every day, in the morning? And okay, please, and let me just run a poll quickly with all of you right now. on this regard. And if you have done the question of the day, how many have you, like, what's your streak? What's your maximum streak that you can tell us? Let me just run a quick poll. Just give me a minute while I type in. Please answer this poll. There's a quick poll. I just wanted to know how many of you take on the question of the day in the center app. Please let me know. Okay, so I see that almost 30% there is a gap, and then it's gone to 59% also. So 60% of people saying that yes, every day we take the session, and there is the people saying no, not at all, and then take it every day. So if you have not taken the question of the day, I would highly recommend it. It is engaging. It is related to your teaching competency as well as on the best practices. We would really like to have your thoughts on it, feedback as well, and we would want you to test your understanding of the subject as well as the classroom mindset by taking those questions. It's very interesting. There are certain points attached to it. That you can maintain the questions every day. So if you go to the center app screen, scroll down, you can see the question of the day. Also, it is available in the community space where it is always pinned up. You can answer in the comments. So it is an interesting take. So please do take it. But then to walk you through it, I have a friend and colleague, Chaitra, over here, the designer of this week's question of the day. Hi, Chaitra.
Hello, Rastogi. How are you?
I'm good. So Chaitra will be taking you through a few questions that we have done for this week, along with some quick insights and how it goes by. So it will be very interesting take on this one. We will take for that. Again, on a very quick note, let me just right. Okay. So on Monday, there was this question that we published on the Center app. I hope we got the response. Many of you answered correct answers. As well. So we will take on the question of the day that happened today. So I hope you're all ready. Are you all ready for the question of the day analysis? Okay. All right. Let's move forward and let's just begin with the question of the day that happened on Monday, August 11th. So, Chitra, over to you.
Thanks, Rastogi. So we had asked this question from around grade 9 mathematics, okay, where there's a student, Anya, organizing a prize draw with 30 chits in a box. Six of them say free ice cream, four say free books, 10 say try again, and the remaining are blank. Okay, so a student has to randomly pick uh, the chit and say whatever they get. So the question is, what is the probability that the student either draws a chit which says one of the free prizes or told to try again? So here what we need to see is there an or condition. Okay, so there are totally 20 chits that say something. Okay, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 10, 20. Okay, and the remaining 10 are blank. So if I pick any one of them, okay, there is a 2 in a 3 chance. It's like 20 out of 30 chances wherein I can draw something that gives me a price or try again. So yes, many of you are saying the answer is C. Okay. So yes, C 2 by 3 is the right answer. Okay. So now how can you use this in a class? Next slide, please. Thank you. So how to use this in a class? Okay. This MCQ can be used to teach basic probability concept to demonstrate how events can be combined using the OR rule. Okay, the question can be read aloud and students asked to you know focus their attention on which kind of outcomes they are interested in. Okay, or what are the kinds of outcomes that can happen in this question. Okay, you can either draw a blank check or something that says try again or an actual price. Okay, so encourage them to count the outcomes in the categories prices and try again, and then compare with total outcomes. Okay, and before revealing the answer, take a quick show of hands kind of a poll, and that will help in promoting peer discussion. So that's how you can use this MCQ in class. So what can you do as a reinforcement activity? Okay, not just using it in class, but you can also use it for reinforcement activity. Give similar check based scenarios with different price counts and ask to calculate probabilities. Okay, not exactly 2 by 3. You can say vary the number of prices, vary the number of total chits, or put colored beads in a jar, ask them to pick something. Okay, put ask them to choose their favorite toffees. Okay, not everyone has one favorite toffee. They have this or that. If I get this, I'm okay. If I get that, also I'm okay. So ask them to find pick up different kinds of toffees, or as a HOTS activity, as a extended activity. You can also introduce the concept of and. Okay, here we saw or. Okay, ask them to introduce the concept of and, wherein they are mutually exclusive events. Okay, something like what is the probability of winning an ice cream and not getting a try again? Okay, or what is the probability of let's say winning an ice cream and free book? So not only just or, as an extended activity, we can also include the and condition with this question. Next slide, please. Okay, so there's one interesting question, okay, that can be used with grade 5 to, or rather the middle school English level. Ravi writes under his friend's food photo. There's all kinds of photographs on Instagram nowadays. Everyone takes a picture of their food. Okay. So one person comments, your chutney is a perfect match for the dosa. It really completes the dish. Okay. Which word clearly or correctly replaces the word completes to keep the meaning accurate? Okay. So some people are saying C, some are saying D. Sheetal Sharma ma'am is saying D. Haripriya Sharma ma'am is also saying D. Simran ma'am is saying D. Yasmin ma'am is saying D. Tripuresh Singh sir is saying D. Baby Kumari ma'am is saying D. So a lot of you are saying the answer is D. Yes, the answer is D. Okay. So let's see what's the different options saying. What do you mean by compliance? Usually we comply, with a rule. Okay. So let's say AC manufacturers say our ACs energy energy saving rules compliant. Okay, or just a moment. Okay, sorry for that. So a compliance is when there is a set rule and you agree to it and then you comply with it. Completion is again, it's just completing something. Okay, and then compliment is giving a compliment. You look beautiful today, your work is very neat, good job on completing the work on time. So that's a compliment. Okay, the D complement is completion. So socks and shoes complement each other. Here in our case, dosa and chutney complements each other. Okay, or you can say shaped nail and nail polish complement each other. Okay, so here it is completing an incomplete set. Okay, now complement actually means something that goes well with or completes something else. Okay, it's a kind of remark. It need not always fit into the context of pairing food. Now, next slide, please. How to use this MCQ in the classroom? It's ideally used for commonly confused words in the vocabulary, particularly complement versus complement, our options C and D. Okay, you can use it in your lesson on homophones, semantic differences. Okay, now how to do it? Begin by asking the students to identify the meaning of completes in the context. Does it simply praise that something goes well together, or is it actually completing a missing part? Okay, there's, let's say, 30 students in your classroom, 5 of them are coming late. As soon as the 5 comes, your classroom is complete. Is it that kind of completion wherein it's filling a missing part, or is it complementing in the set of like pairing well? Okay, ask them such questions and lead them to the answer. Encourage them to form sentences with each of the word given in the options. What that does is it will make them think, okay, what is the meaning of the word? In which context can I use? And which word will actually fit into the sentence given above? As a reinforcement activity, what you can do is you can give students a short list of similar sounding words. Top of my mind, I'm getting affect and effect, principle and principal, desert and desert. Ask them to create short contextual sentences for each of these words. Okay, that's one way of doing it. Another way is use visual prompts. Pictures of paired items, shoes and socks, cups and saucers, spoons and fork. Okay, and that will help them to visually connect to the words. As an extended activity, okay, as a HOTS activity, you can have students collect examples from newspapers, menus, or advertisements, okay, where such words are misused, and ask them to rewrite them correctly. Give them a red pen, ask them, be teachers for the day, ask, correct the newspaper item. You will be surprised at how many kids actually come up with so many mistakes in the newspaper items. Ask them to create mini crossword puzzles, word matching activities based on these kinds of commonly confused words with explanations for each of them. Okay, so there are many things you can do with this question. Next question, please. Okay, this is a grade 9 kind of a physics question. wherein the students are learning sound and its properties, particularly resonance over here. During a village fair, Rohit plays a long note on his flute near a row of clay pots filled with water of different levels, up to different levels. To everyone's surprise, one pot starts to hum loudly without even being touched. Which phenomenon best explains this? Can we have answers, please, in the comments? Ravi sir says option D. Krishna sir says option D. Sonia ma'am says option D. Juhi ma'am says option D. Pramod sir says option D. Yes, the actual answer is option B. Okay. So let's take a moment on understanding what is resonance. Okay. Resonance occurs when the vibrating source over here is the flute note, matches the natural frequency of another object. In our case, clay pot filled with water. When this happens, the object absorbs the energy, okay, and it causes it to vibrate with exactly the same kind of frequency as the flute. There need not be any direct contact. So in our case, the pot's shape, size, and water level determines the natural frequency. You might have seen another musical instruments that being played, jaltarang. What does that have? It has same kind of porcelain pots filled with different levels of water. In these pots, as soon as you hit the porcelain bowls, there's a different note that comes out as a sound. So they create music with it. The same kind of natural frequency is, uh, you know, possessed by the clay pot and the water here. Now, next slide, please. How to use this MCQ? Okay, this can be used while excuse me, teaching the concept of resonance of sound. What you can do is start by narrating the village fair scenario to create a very vivid mental image for students. Mimic the flute sound and short video, okay, and you can also show similar videos, short similar videos wherein there are opera singers breaking a glass. We might all have seen and heard of it. Okay, there's one particular note, okay, and with which the glass also vibrates at the same note, and beyond a certain level, the glass simply breaks. So, show different videos of the same phenomenon. Before revealing the options, encourage the students to connect with real life, what is happening, okay? Or you can also show a short demonstration, okay? So hang a pendulum, not not the usual heavy bob kinds. Put a plastic ball which is not too heavy on it. Take a tuning fork which is vibrating very near to the um, pendulum but not quite touching it. You will notice that the pendulum is also vibrating. Okay, so that will show the transfer of energy. Now use this MCQ to check if the students can understand and identify the precise explanation rather than the related terms. Which is the um, object that is vibrating originally? Which is the object that is absorbing the energy? Why is the humming sound heard? Okay, or in the opera singer's case, why does the glass crack? What makes the object vibrate? Okay, these are some of the things that the student should be able to answer. Now, As a reinforcement activity, you can ask students to you demonstrate using a tuning fork and beaker of water, or have one tuning fork and another tuning fork of the same frequency brought near each other and see what happens, hear what happens, observe using all of their senses. You can also set up different sized bottles with varying water levels and ask the students to blow across openings to observe the changes in pitch and identify when the resonance occurs. Okay, so that will be a very interesting activity, a noisy activity in the class, yes, but it's a activity that every student will enjoy. As an extended activity, as a HOTS activity, what you can also do is to ask the students to design a simple experiment at home or in the school lab, okay, to detect resonance using everyday objects. You can use glasses, bowls, bottles, anything that has a natural vibrating frequency. Pose a real world question. How might resonance be useful in musical instrument design or problematic in bridge construction? Who would have thought what we do with tuning forks and opera singers singing, or in this case, our village fair and playing flute? How is this connected to bridge construction? These kinds of questions with real life applications will get the students to think about constructive and destructive applications of resonance. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, this is a nice psychology question which you can use it in class. Okay, a teacher wants to foster intrinsic motivation among the students for reading. Which of the following strategies best supports the goal? Giving certificates, offering bonus marks, allowing students to choose books, or conducting reading competitions. Let's have answers in the chat box, please. Many of you are saying option C, Shanmugapriya ma'am, Rupali ma'am, Sheetal ma'am, Sonia Khalsa, Pramod sir, Aditya, Radha ma'am C, and Krishna sir C. So yes, option C is the right answer. But why is option C the right answer? Let's talk a little bit about that. Now, allowing students to choose the books based on their own interests. What is happening here is the students are intrinsically motivated. Oh, I should read that book. Oh, I like thrillers, so let me pick up a John Grisham. Oh, I like mythological fiction, so let me pick up a Amesh Tripathi. Or, okay, I like quantum mechanics, let me pick up Paul Dirac. Okay, so what you're doing is you're allowing the children to explore their interests. Okay, this taps into their personal curiosity and enjoyment rather than relying on external rewards. Whenever you give us certificates, Radha ma'am is saying not imposing but allowing to choose as per interests. Yes, exactly, ma'am. We are not imposing anything on it. So, but when we are trying to motivate, giving certificates or offering bonus marks or a reading competition will make the students read, yes, but it's not an intrinsic motivation. They won't get interest spontaneously. They say, okay, fine, I need to score well, so let me read. I need to win the competition, let me read. So the motivation is not about reading, it's about winning or getting bonus marks or certificates. So, which is why allowing the students to choose will foster intrinsic motivation. This aligns with self determination theories, okay, which emphasizes that autonomy, competence, and relatedness are key drivers of intrinsic motivation. Next slide, please. This MCQ fits perfectly onto lessons on motivation. This you can use as a pedagogical method for younger students, and for older students who are studying psychology, grades 11 and 12, you can actually use this MCQ for lessons on motivation, especially when you're contrasting between intrinsic and extrinsic factors. Use it after discussing the definition and examples so that the students can apply the concepts to a realistic classroom situation. Before showing the options, ask students to brainstorm and what would make them want to read something without any reward involved. Then discuss the impact of each option. Highlight, you know, allowing choice taps into autonomy, which is a very strong driver of intrinsic motivation. Unlike certificates, marks, or pressure, competition pressure that promotes extrinsic motivation. Okay. Now, as a reinforcement activity for older students studying psychology, present a mix of classroom strategies that the students have to classify as promoting intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Okay. You can give some simple activities like you score so many points, you get a extra PE period, or you know, you don't do your homework, you will lose marks. That's a negative motivation. It's still motivation, but extrinsic motivation. So let's not get into negative motivations, but let's promote intrinsic motivation. Like do your homework, you learn. This is so exciting. Okay, allow them to choose the kind of activities that they actually want to do. Okay, ask them to redesign one extrinsic based reading activity to an intrinsic based one and see how the motivation shifts. Allow them to observe it. Now, as an extended activity, okay, as a HOTS activity, ask students to design a year long reading program that focuses on intrinsic motivation, explaining how it fosters autonomy, mastery, and purpose. What you can also do is run a mock trial debate. Okay, extrinsic rewards are harmful for long term learning. Ask the students to debate it. Each of the students who are in the debate have to support their position with psychological theories and research. Okay, this again is a motivation. I'll allow you to decide what kind of motivation is this debate. Shall we have some answers here, please? What kind of motivation would a debate competition be? Okay, I'm not receiving any answers. But winning a debate is a extrinsic motivation. It's a reward that we saw, something like getting a certificate or getting bonus points. Okay. Thank you so much. Over to you, Rastogi.
Thank you, Chaitra. Thank you so much. I hope it was insightful because we do this every day, and many of you are active participants, as I see it from your answers and from your responses. But then, great to have you here, Chaitra, and explaining these tips of the day, how we can implement this in the classroom, how we can leverage these questions as well as answers to these questions. So great. Thank you so much for your time. Chandra. And also, like, please expect that entire week we do this question of the day with our expert facilitators coming in, curating those questions, and exclusively for you from different subject areas as well as on general pedagogy. Participate. Please provide your feedback on these questions as well. Thank you, Chandra. All right. So we just got an information that we are going to have our session, so we can close this banner down. As I can see, yes. So I'm just hiding this banner for now. Right. So the facilitator had, we are just waiting on ma'am to join it. She will be joining in a minute. We are fetching. uh, So please give us a minute while ma'am joins in. Yes, she's right over here. We'll continue with our session. Do not worry. We have, as we promised, that we have curated this session for you, and we wanted to show you the question of the day and what we prepared beyond this Talk session and all. So we have Shriti ma'am over here. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. I think there's a technical glitch.
Hello, yeah. Am I audible?
Hello, hi.
Am I
Before I
audible?
hand this session over to
Just
you, ma'am, like we were just explaining, we were, yes, you are audible. Yes.
yeah, if you can just give me a minute, I'm connecting myself from a laptop. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the delay for the couple of minutes. I'm pretty sure that you're going to learn a lot and enjoy a lot in today's session. Rastogi, I'll just ask you for a couple of minutes. I'll just connect from my laptop. I'm connecting from my laptop.
Sure. Sure. Please take your time. Give me that time to introduce you as well to the participants. Srinidhi ma'am, please go ahead. Srinidhi ma'am is now, it's a familiar face in Centa platform. She has been active with conducting Centalk session, very effective, really good feedback from all the participants. We got a lot of queries in community. Please spread it to your colleagues as well as to people who are inquiring here about this session. We are live back with our facilitator who has joined in. Please tell this to your peers, colleagues, as well as please put it in the community as well. We will do from our end. Srinidhi ma'am is right over here. Just a brief introduction about Srinidhi ma'am while she joins in. So today's topic is on the power of a good question, MCQ design that drives thinking. We have had an elaborate discussion with Srinidhi ma'am on how we can bring the best of this knowledge to the participants. There were multiple topics, and we just, circle back on this common topic for all of you. And I'm very delighted to welcome Srinidhi PK, an accomplished school principal with over 14 years of experience in academic leadership. She has successfully led CBSE and ICSE schools, championing NEP aligned pedagogies like project based, inquiry based, and universal design for learning. She is a career certified counselor. She has pioneered digital learning strategies, STEAM initiatives, global best practices, all while fostering inclusion and innovation. Now, isn't that a thing? Known for building high performance teams and engaging stakeholders, she blends data driven decision making with a deep commitment to holistic student development and lifelong learning. So, with that, I welcome back Srinidhi Prasanth Kumar over here. Also, remember that the feedback form will open at the end of the session, that is at 6 o'clock. Although, a heads up that this session might go a little bit longer. So, please stay engaged because there is a detailed content which it will be very effective for your classroom practices. So while she joins in, please let us know that are you still in or are you moving out of this session? You're still in. Okay. Please share it with your peers who thought that this session has been postponed to other date. We are back as our facilitator is back. There was a bit of a technical glitch from her end, as you know, the weather is not good in some parts of India, so we are back live. So, ma'am, whenever you are back in, please let us know, and we'll put you back live. So, great, awesome, Sonali Roy. There's a lot of thumbs up going on over here, as in like they are in. Thank you so much. Be in. Uh, this there is a session by session. There's a lot of content that goes back into your classroom practices, and we'll put back right into it.
Just
Sure.
confirming with you, is it possible for you to present the screen? Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah. Hello, ma'am. Are you still there, Srinidhi, ma'am?
There, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Like we just wanted, just give us a minute while we try to upload your PPT onto the screen. So just preparing for that as well.
Yeah, okay.
Just give us a minute. Yes. Ma'am, Srinidhi ma'am, we while we fetch the PPT, you can just give like a small introduction about the session, and all the participants have been there for a very long time. So you can start on that. We are just
Yeah,
trying to the PPT over there. Yeah, great. Thank you.
definitely, definitely. So, yes, good evening, everybody. As I've already told you, today we will be discussing about multiple steps for designing and creating a strong multiple choice question paper. MCQ, do's and don'ts that we may have to consider while creating an MCQ is something that we will be discussing about. The learning objective of the entire program is going to be how to create multiple levels of cognitive development using MCQs is something that we will be discussing in today's uh, training session. I hope all of you are ready for the session. Meanwhile, while they are projecting the screen, definitely we will start off with the session.
We will be presenting the PPT slowly, and then gradually we are just trying to compress it. By the time, please don't think that we are we are not live or we have gone off. We are here. Please share your insights as well. We really would want to know how you all are doing, because I know this is just an abrupt sessions where we face like a little bit of glitch, but we are still here over here. Is if there is any network issue or if it is not audible, please let us know if we are audible, because I see some messages over here that we are not audible. Just wanted to know if we are audible properly. Yes, okay, okay. Great, okay. No, we are trying to figure because we got a lot of message saying that we are not audible or something like that. Uh, the feedback form will be shared at the end of the session, not before that. So we are not sharing the code as well. Okay. All right. Yes, great. Thank you so much for letting me know that we are audible. We'll just bring in Srinidhi ma'am as well. Edward sir, code we do not give in the beginning of the session. Please stay back, enjoy the session, reflect on the session, the content of the session as well. Please give your insights. We do provide code and the feedback. We would want your feedback ratings at the end of the session. So as the session concludes, so sit back and please take on the session. Make sure. Great. People who are joining in, I just launched a poll a few minutes back on whether you have access to Center app or not. So if you can let us know whether you have Center app or not, then we can tell you what else, how you can engage in the Center app, how you can get all these informations via Center app as well. Okay, I see a lot of yes also, and then I think we took a poll where we got like 60% saying, we it says Center. We do have Center app. Okay. So we are back. Over to you, Srinidhi, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you.
Ma'am, since we are presenting, we request you to tell us to move the slide, like the next slide, like that. That would be very helpful. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, are you there? Srinidhi, ma'am?
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Please let us know when to move the slide next, since with this side we are presenting, right? So please let us know. You won't be able to move the slide.
Yeah, sure. I'll be telling you.
Okay,
Before that,
great.
I'm just
All
trying
right.
to connect it. Yeah, I'm just trying to connect it.
It's all right, ma'am. You can take the session. We'll present the slides over here. You can take the session through your mobile app. Not an issue.
Okay.
Please go ahead. We will present it. Just let us know when to move to the next slide. So the team will take care of it.
Yeah.
All right, ma'am. Over to you.
Yeah. Just a minute. Just connecting. Just a second.
Hello, ma'am. Srinidhi, ma'am. Ma'am, you can continue, ma'am. We are ready to present from this side. If you can you just present from here as well, as we are running short on time.
Uh, yeah, I'm just trying to do that because, yes, I have just connected from here. Just a second, Mr. Rastogi, because the text seems little small in the view. Yeah, I'm almost connected. I hope you are able to see me there. Over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Am I visible? Am I audible?
Yes, you're visible. You're audible, ma'am.
Ms. Rastogi, am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am. You're audible and you're visible. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, may I present the screen now? Yeah, may I present the screen?
Sure, sure. You can present your screen. If it is uploaded, we'll try to put it on the on board, please.
You?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible and you're visible. Yes. Ma'am, it's okay. We can present the screen because the presenting the screen might take time. We have the slides ready. Would you want us to
No,
present?
I'm ready. I'm ready with this. I'll be presenting.
Okay,
I'm
because
just presenting it.
please go ahead. Yes.
Yeah.
We just want to inform our participants that we will begin this session shortly, and unlike other session, this session might take little longer. So we understand that you have some time constraint. You have taken your time out and are here. We are really sorry about that. We apologize from the bottom of our heart. We have prepared content for you, and we would really appreciate if you can stay back a little longer. I know we have faced a lot of technical glitches on that, like 15 to 20 minutes of it, and really sorry for that. But we will want to do our best. Please stay with us till the end of this session. We will provide a record of participation. We will provide the feedback code. But then this is a very important session that we have curated for all of you. So again, thank you so much for joining in, and we would try to give you the maximum impact from this session as well. Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think my screen is presented now. Yeah, is it visible, Ms. Rastogi?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Is the screen visible to all of you?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. I have some responses in the chat box. If the screen is visible, I have, yes, I'm able to see Ms. Radha Vishwanathan saying, okay, I'm really able to understand that you all are a little upset that the session got delayed, but I promise you that this is going to be very engaging. So stay with us. So multiple choice questions by the end of the session, if you're going to be with me till the end of the session, there are going to be certain magical tools which we will be sharing it with you. They are free AI-based tools through which you can create a lot of MCQs. You can generate AI-based MCQs. You can get engaging rewards you can easily integrate these MCQ based tools to your lesson plans, and that's how we are going to make use of it. So you all were patiently, calmly waiting while the technical glitch was taking place, and hence this is going to be the gift from our side. So that's great. So moving ahead, as I already told you, a heartfelt thank you for everybody for patiently waiting. Though we had some certain technical glitches, you all have patiently waited for the session. Thank you so much. Okay. So what are the objectives of today's session? We are going to look at the structure and the design of creating an effective MCQ with more clarity, having a clear question stem, high order thinking skills, how to integrate different cognitive levels while you're creating the MCQ, identifying the pitfalls, what are the areas, probably do's and don'ts that you may have to consider while creating the MCQs, crafting a diverse MCQ question paper wherein you have variety of range of cognitive skills, starting from memory to creativity. How are you going to integrate different cognitive levels is something in your MCQ paper, is something that we will be discussing today in this session. So while we talk about MCQ and anatomy of the MCQ, it has three parts. Please understand: STEM, correct option, and the distractor. If I want to show the visual of it, I hope the picture is very clearly put here in this particular slide. Multiple choice questions has the STEM item, which I just spoke to you about, the three components of the MCQ, that is STEM item, correct option, and a distractor. So STEM item is nothing but the question STEM, right? The question that you are going to ask the student. Distractors are the options that are not the correct answer. And the correct answer is the correct answer out of the distractors that is being given in the multiple choice question. So these are the three important components when it comes to creating an MCQ: the question, the distractor, and the correct answer, right? Now, how can we measure whether a particular MCQ is a very easy MCQ or is it a difficult MCQ? How are we going to measure? The formula for measuring the difficulty factor would be R divided by N. R is nothing but the number of times the correct answer is selected while you're correcting the paper. For example, say you have around 28 students, those who have correctly chosen the correct answer, those who have chosen the correct answer, and 64 students, those who have attempted the particular assessment or the exam. And out of 64, you have 28 children, those who have chosen the correct answer. Then your formula is going to be 28 divided by 64, okay, for finding out the difficulty factor of your particular question STEM, which is nothing but 0.438, okay. So what the meter says to find out the difficulty level, anything that is less than 0.2, the value is less than 0.2, then the difficulty level is too high. The question that you have set is very high, maybe it is out of the syllabus, or it is very challenging, or the question STEM is not clear to whomsoever you have presented it, or it is not age appropriate. There are multiple factors, but it is conveying you the message that the question STEM that you have created is too difficult if it is less than 0.2. If it is more than 0.8, then that means the question STEM is too easy. Maybe it is a straightforward question wherein the children get answers straight away from the textbook, or else the question STEM is somewhere revealing the correct answer, or else you are by chance giving the answer to the children, revealing the answer inadvertently, or the distractors are not plausible enough in order to make the children think, right? So if the answer is going to be calculation is going to be somewhere in between more than 0.8, then that is clearly telling you that the question set is very, very easy. So that's how you're going to calculate. So once again, I'm just showing you the formula. It is number of right answer divided by total number of children, those who have attempted your particular exam. Okay. So the next objective that we spoke about was Bloom's level, how to bring in multiple cognitive levels inside your question papers. So recalling, application, evaluation are multiple levels of Bloom's taxonomy, right? We all are teachers. We all know the different 6 levels of Bloom's taxonomy that Benjamin Bloom's have introduced. Recalling is the lowest limit and occupies the maximum space. Understanding, that is cognition, and application, analysis, evaluation, and finally is the creation. So there are some examples which I have put in the slides. If at all you may have to create a question based on recalling and understanding, it would be like a who or a what kind of question. Who has created this? What is the name of this particular item? Or so that is something that is very direct, and you need not think a lot or use any cognitive measures. Comes under this particular category, that is recalling and understanding. The other category are little high order thinking skills, where some kind of application of learning, analysis, evaluation, and creation is required. While moving further, we will be learning about them in depth. So for you to understand the Bloom's taxonomy much better, I would recommend all of you to have this Bloom's wheel. The Bloom's wheel has many adverbs that is going to really be helpful for you in creating the question stems while you're creating the question paper. And it is always a better choice for you to print them and put them in front of your eyes, maybe in front of your cabin or in front of your desk, and always referring to them while creating a question paper. So now let's see what are the 4 different rules, I would say golden rules, that you have to remember while crafting an effective MCQ. First, you should know about clarity and purpose. So when we talk about clarity and purpose, you should know about learning objectives. The stem should be concise. You need not write a very brief or a big stem. The distractor should be plausible, that is reasonable distractors which may make the children think, but it is not completely irrelevant to each other. Avoid giving clues to children in your STEM so that they can easily answer the question. These are the 4 golden rules that you may have to remember. Along with that, there are multiple other rules which we will be discussing about. Before going that, can you please put the link of Bloom's taxonomy, the Bloom's wheel, which I have shared it with you, Ms. Rastogi. Kindly put it in the chat box for the audience so that they can take a printout of it and keep using it. And as teachers, it's going to be a big treasure for you to use them in your day-to-day life while creating question papers, maybe while writing learning objectives for your children. You have to refer to them, keep referring to them then and now. So rule number 1 is ensure relevance and purpose. What do you think about this question? Which of them is odd one out? Onion, pumpkin, carrot, cucumber. Is this a correct question? What do you think about this question? If you could quickly put in the chat box, what do you think about this question? Come on, fastest finger works. What do you think about the question? I'm going to read again the question. Which of the stem is the odd one out? Onion, pumpkin, carrot, cucumber. What is your thought process about this particular question? Yes, there is no condition to decide. Correct, Ms. Radha Vishwanathan. Absolutely right. Anybody else would like to answer this question of what is your opinion about the question that is posted on the screen? Okay, I don't want the answer. Okay, many of you, yes, logical puzzle, odd man out. Yes, it's an odd one out kind of a question. But when you ask opinion to me about this particular question, I would say that it is a very tricky question and it has no relevance, because when I am answering, I may answer it maybe on the concept of, like someone answered in the chat box, that onion and carrot and cucumber can be used in salads, whereas pumpkin cannot be. So I may take a pumpkin, but somebody else can think that, the other ones are root vegetables and few are not. So the relevance is going to be different for different people here, and hence asking such irrelevant question is never going to solve a problem, or is never going to make you achieve the assessment objective as a teacher. Hence we should definitely avoid such questions which is very tricky and which are not solving our purpose. Rule number 2, arrange the options vertically, not horizontally. You're able to see question number 1 and question number 2, right? So which question you feel is visually appealing? Come on, quickly tell me. Which question you feel is visually appealing? Is it the question number 1 or question number 2? You can write in the chat box Q1 and Q2. Q2, okay, very good, Miss Sonia. Vertical, Miss Monica has written second. Great. So yes, you all are right. So whenever you are arranging an option, please ensure that you arrange them vertically so that it's visually clear and appealing for the student who is answering. That is rule number 2. Rule number 3 is use standard syntax and punctuations. Now, if you see question number 1, okay, the question number 1 says, in many English speaking countries, English is often required for admission into a university regardless of the course of study, because, and if you see the options that are given, they are starting with capital letters. Are they correct? Because it's a continuation of the sentence, right? And hence definitely the options should not start with capital letters. So please take care of syntax and punctuation whenever you are going to design a particular stem. Rule number 4, do not test too many things in one question. Question number 1 says, why are few animals known as mammals? That's question number 1. Okay, for rule 4 we are talking about. Question number 2 says, why are few animals known as mammals? What does this imply about their reproductive cycle and how are they characterized biologically? So as per you, which question is matching to rule number 4? Is it question number 1 or question number 2? Rule 4 is applicable, is applied by which question? Question number 1 or question number 2? Yes, Miss Monica, you're correct. Miss Nostristic, you're correct. Sampath, you're correct. Monica, you're correct. Very good. Great. So here, question number 1, the stem is somewhere testing one particular concept, whereas question 2, the stem is testing multiple concepts and creating a lot of confusion. Rule number 5, the stem should present a problem or ask a question, but the stem should not give a hint or should not reveal the answer by itself. Question number 1, what is the main objective of NGO? Whereas question number 2, there is no stem. Are you able to see? Question number 2 doesn't have a stem. It just NGO. And then the options given in the question number 2 are just an abbreviation of NGO. So which one do you feel is following rule number 5? Is it question 1 or question 2? Come on, fastest finger works. Which stem is following the rule number 5, which says that it should present a problem, but it should not give a hint to the answer? Very good. Miss Rashmi Iyer, you have got a good answer. Sampath Bhanot, you have got a good answer. Correct. Joshua has given a right answer. Simran, Baby Kumari, very good. You all have identified correctly. right? So whenever you create a question paper, please ensure that your question stem does repeat, right? Rule number 6, common phrases should be moved to the stem item to avoid repetition, right? So if you see question could register enter wrong web address because they have a busy schedule, because they feel the training was not necessary, they already know what's taught in the website. Number 2,
I think we are facing a bit more technical issue with Srinidhi ma'am. We'll wait while she joins in, but please give the answer to the last question that she has asked. And then I think, yeah, we are being cut off because I think because of technical glitch, we have lost the network connectivity with Srinidhi ma'am. So please hold on for a while she joins in. So we are waiting for her to join in. The weather is not really on our side today. So because of those bad weather, I think we are facing a lot of technical issues right now. So please hold on, stay with us while we continue the session over there.
am I audible?
Over to you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So yes, getting back. So you, when comparing question number 1 and question number 2, now you have to tell me which step is following rule number 6 of not repeating phrases. Is it question number 1 or? Come on, quick, fastest finger work. Yes, rule number 6 is number 6 says that some participants could not register because they entered a wrong web address for the class site. Okay, question number 1. Ms. Da has said it's question number 1. Any other answers? So question number 2 is following the rule number 6 by not repeating the phrases in the stem. Okay. Now moving ahead, rule number 7, avoid giving clues to the answer in the stem. So if you see, question number 2 is giving a clue by saying that the World Ocean Day that is celebrated on June 7th is celebrated on dash, and the options are having only one June as the answer, which is straight away giving the answer to the students. And hence, we should not reveal the correct answer as a clue in the question, right? Rule number 8, when using incomplete statements, avoid beginning with blanks. If you see, first choice that is given, dash is an output device, which is somewhere not a right stem for us to create. An example of an output device is dash, is the correct way of creating the question stem, right? Now moving to rule number 9, avoiding or eliciting, should not elicit directly the visual identification while you create a picture based question. You look at question number 2. The question says, look at the picture. What is the capital of the city, France? The capital of the city, France, is Paris, which is already explicitly given in the image. And hence, we should definitely avoid revealing explicitly the answer in such picture-based questions. Rule number 10, numerical options should be arranged either in ascending order or in descending order, making it easy for the student to compare and give an answer. Rule number 11, avoid making the correct option occurring predictable, right? We should not give a pattern to the student Screen is not clearly visible. Sometime you have said. Um, okay, I hope the screen is visible right now. Maybe if I can turn off my camera, it would be more visible. Please let me know in the chat box. See, rule number 11 says avoid making the correct options occur in predictable patterns. So you cannot give a pattern while the child is solving the question paper. You cannot say that first 5 question answer is B, 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 and then next 5 question is answer C, and then comes A, or else giving a pattern of A, B, C, D. So these are not right way of creating a question paper. Okay, so can we quickly launch the poll for the audience? Ms. Rastogi, is it possible? There is an interesting poll for you all, audience. Ms. Rastogi, if you can kindly
Yes, yes. We are launching the poll.
share
Just
the
give us a
poll.
yes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
The poll is live. I think able to see, ma'am, the polls in the comment section. Shriti, ma'am. Yeah, can you see the polls in the comment section
No,
on
I
YouTube?
am. Yes, it's already launched, is what Ms. Simran has said. Thank you, Ms. Simran, for responding. Yeah, audience, if you can quickly respond whether you are able to see the poll that's launched. Okay, can I move ahead with reading the question? Okay, great. I've got great responses from Ms. Jayalakshmi, Ms. Maya Iyer, Ms. Madhavi. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for all your lovely understanding. Okay, poll number 1. Answer the correct question, correct answer, give the correct answer. Which of these MCQs follow the golden rules best? One that tests 2 concepts in a single question, one with options arranged vertically and testing a single concept, one with unclear stem and a predictable answer, or one with irrelevant details in the stem. You have to choose the correct answer. Rastogi ma'am, how will I be able to see their answers that they are choosing?
Ma'am, actually the polls were launched already and then like it just went by on the top. We might have to
Yeah.
compile and give you the data. So please go ahead. We'll try to compile all the answers
No
when we finish
worries,
it up.
no worries. So, audience, if you can please help me by posting your answers in the chat box too. I know you all are a lovely audience. You have a lot of patience, and you have helped me throughout this session. And I'm very very thankful to each one of you, because definitely one or the other time everybody would have faced technical difficulty and glitches. That's something today that we all have faced, but you all are lovely. You all have supported us so much. Thank you so much. Yes, option 1, option 2, vertical. Yes, the correct answer is option 2, as selected by most of you. It is one with options arranged vertically and testing a single concept. Superb, you have learned it. A big claps to all of you. Poll 2, difficulty factor. A question has a difficulty factor of 0.9. Okay, then tell me, what does that indicates? Is the question very difficult or is it too easy? Come on, I'm going to test how far you have learned it right. So the poll number 2, the question says that if the difficulty factor is 0.9, then what does that means? Is it too difficult or is it too easy? You all remember, I'm going to give you a small hint for you to easily crack this answer. Okay? We just spoke in this particular slide. If it is less than 0.2, what is it? It's too difficult. And if it is greater than 0.8, what is it? Was discussed by us. If it is greater than 0.8, then it is too easy. So here the question is, the question has a difficulty factor 0.9. So is it too difficult or too easy? So the right answer is going to be too easy. Correct? Yes, very good. Superb. You all have cracked it. Miss Simran, Miss Maya, Miss Shubho, Miss Jayalakshmi, great, great. You all are doing a great job. Yes, it's C option 2, too easy. Now, poll number 3. Why should distractors be plausible? To make the question look longer, to genuinely test the understanding, to confuse the students intentionally, to reduce options to 2 choices. What is the correct answer? Is it A or B or C or D? Come on, quick. Answer it quickly. I'm reading the question once again. Why should distractors be plausible? To make the question too longer, to genuinely test understanding, to confuse students, to reduce options to 2 choices. What is the correct answer? A or B or C? Yes, it's B. Very good. I'm so happy to see you all answering correctly. A big clap to all of you. Poll number 4, STEM writing. Which is the better way to write a STEM? Dash is the capital of India. What is the capital of India? Is it A or B? Absolutely right, Swapna ma'am. I couldn't spell. It's carbs you have written. Maybe Kavya. Yes, Serena, Madhavi, you all are correct. Option B is the perfect answer. You all are cracking it so well. Poll number 5, pattern of correct answer. What is correct if most answers are in options B or C? Student might spot the pattern and guess. It saves the time while setting the paper. It increases fairness. It helps memory recall. A, B, C, D. Which is the correct answer? Come on. Fastest finger works. Which is the correct answer? Yes, Miss Preeti, Miss Jayalakshmi, Miss Nostristic. You all have cracked it correctly. The option A is the correct answer, that the student can spot the pattern and guess the entire question paper. Hence, it's not at all a right choice for us to do pattern setting while creating a question paper. Great. Rule number 12 says that eliminate excessive wordings in your STEM. If you see question number 1, question number 2, the question number 1 STEM has too many wordings, which is definitely going to confuse the students, those who are attending the question paper, right? And hence you may have to keep it crisp, and definitely it should be aligned with the learning objectives of whatever you are testing. So the question stems should solve the purpose. It need not be too lengthy and it need not be meaningless, which is something that always we should remember. Rule number 13, the distractors should be plausible. If you see question number 1, who amongst the following have directed the movie Pursuit of Happiness, right? And if you see the options are a mix of politicians, businessmen, and director, which is making it easy for the student to guess. And hence, the distractors are not plausible. They are irrelevant to each other, making it very easy for the child to conveniently select the answer. Hence, it comes under the category of too easy question. Whereas question number 2, the distractors are equally challenging because all the names are the names of directors. Hence, it becomes a balanced question for a child to answer. So always remember that your distractors should be plausible while you are posting a question to the children. So last few more things to remember. We have almost come to the end of today's session. Rule number 14, use simple vocabularies. Rule number 15, avoid negative wordings. It can comprise almost 10 to 15 percentage. That means 1 or 2 questions in your question paper can be of negative wordings like not at all, except, not, none of, right? Otherwise, the stem should be clear and it should have positive wordings in order to avoid confusing the children. Avoid use of alternates like all of the above, none of the above, A and B, both A and C, except A, except B. Such confusing alternatives need not be given to the children. Last test for the day. Look at the picture and say which part of the picture is acting as a straw. Okay, this is a homework for all of you. It's not a poll or anything that you may have to answer right here. It's a homework for all of you. So please, you can do it after this session. You can think about this. Look at the picture carefully and answer the question. Which part works like a straw, helping the plant to absorb the water and the nutrients from the soil? Leaves, flowers, roots, and stem. This is the question. Okay? Now, your homework is you have to let me know that whether this stem has a good length. Okay? With respect to the answer of aspect of length, does it has a good length? Does the stem has a good clarity? Is it giving a clue? Is something that you have to think. When it comes to the distractor, are the distractors plausible? Are they independent? Is something that you have to think. Complexity of the vocabulary, use of the image in this question. So think about these parameters, apply the golden rules that you have learned. You have learned successfully 16 golden rules of creating a question paper. So you all have become masters today. Congratulations, right? So please apply the 16 rules that you have learned and evaluate this particular question stem under the different parameters which I have shown you. One more activity, you can all take a screenshot of this where you have given the information of these 2 pictures to your children. Applying the 16 rules, how will you create a question stem is something. You have to create 3 questions by applying this 2 information that you have given the children. If it is a picture-based question, how will you create a stem that is going to satisfy most of the golden rules that you have learned today? Is something that you are going to try after the session. So yes, it's time for the magical gift that I have promised in the initial stage of the session. Before going to the magical gift, I would really like to thank you all for taking up this time. Though we had a lot of glitches in the initial time, you all were with me confidently, strongly showing your willingness, eagerness to learn in spite of the technical glitches that we faced. Thank you so much. I somewhere think that I was able to justify the long wait that you all had today by sharing the 16 golden rules, do's and don'ts, the purpose, and a complete guide to create a solid and a good question paper. I must say that you all were the wonderful audience that I have ever seen in any of my training sessions. A bunch of patients, a warm-hearted people whom I have spent the past 1 hour with. I'm really, really grateful to each one of you who are sitting here. Thank you so much. You have made my day, right? And this is the wonderful gift that you are going to get today, um, as an exchange of your patience, I could say. Rastogi ma'am, can we please put the n number of links that I have curated for our lovely audience? I will quickly take you through these gifts. Small PDF AI is a question generator. Within seconds, you will be able to use this small PDF AI and generate AI based questions. It is fully free of cost. No sign up required to generate questions. QuestGen AI is another one powerful AI question generator tool. Again, it is free of cost. It is going to help you generate high ordered thinking skill questions that is based on formative MCQs. Next, we have Node GPT, like Chat GPT. We have Node GPT, which is a very powerful tool, is a quick formative check after a lesson. For example, you want to take a small test after your lesson. Immediately, you can generate question by typing a small prompt to the Node GPT AI quiz generator. It is definitely going to give you a bunch of lovely MCQs that you can ask your children right in front of their classroom. Formatter is something that I have used multiple times inside my classrooms to generate effective questions, MCQs, and multiple types of question and answers. So definitely you can use formative as well as a AI generator, question generator. Google Form is a bonus for all of you for creating and posting MCQs for children offline or as an asynchronous tool. So today I am giving you with a 5 wonderful AI based free tool that you all can just right now Google and start using. I know as teachers, we spend hours together in creating question papers, and creating MCQ is the toughest job. Creating 2 marks, 3 marks case based questions are easier when compared to creating an MCQ. And hence, I'm so happy to share these AI based links with you. Rastogi ma'am, kindly share the links with the audience. You can share it with them in the
Yes.
chat box. Yeah.
Yes. Ma'am,
Uh,
what we'll do is like we'll compile these links, whatever you have shared, and we will put it in the center app so that they can go over there and check all the links together. Here it will be
yes.
scattered. We'll do that
Yeah, that would
definitely.
be great. That would be great. Otherwise, also, audience, it's a better choice for you to go to the Center app and take it. Or else, I have also narrated you the names of these AI based tools, which when you simply Google it, also you're going to get it. Okay. So, once again, thank you so much, all of you, for being with me and have a great weekend. Tomorrow is an
Thank you so much.
Independence Day. Yeah. Happy Independence Day to all of you and take care. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Like just for like 2 minutes, we will take questions in. I know a lot of people have stayed back from whoever was there. So thank you so much for being here. And if you have any questions, please, share. We still would want to be open for questions. We just don't want to close it abruptly like this.
Definitely.
I see, I
Yes.
see that someone has commented that the session is very educative and sharing the documents and send them. We will be
Thank
doing
you.
this
We
session.
will ensure that all these tools reach you.
Right. Thank you so much. And we are sharing the feedback code right over there at the bottom. Please go to this center app in this. If you have registered for the session, please submit the feedback like you know how to do it and give us a rating and you can download the record of participation. Any questions that you would want to ask Srinidhi ma'am? This is like an open stage for you all. Divya ma'am says it was really wonderful session, taking minute detail while preparing the MCQs. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's being said. Okay, ma'am, there is one question from Jayalakshmi ma'am. What is the right recipe for a good quality question paper based on Bloom's taxonomy as well as difficulty level? What is the right recipe for a good quality question paper?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question, Jayalakshmi ma'am. So, Bloom's taxonomy is nothing but different levels of cognitive thinking that a child elicits after having a set of learning in the classroom, right? There are 6 different levels of Bloom's taxonomy, as I've already told you, starting from recalling to understanding to applying to analyzing to evaluating and creating. There are 6 levels of cognitive thinking. So the first 2 levels are the simplest levels, that is recalling and understanding, where the child need not think so much. Whatever he is seeing, he is reading, he just have to recall it and answer. Whereas when you move towards the upward direction of the pyramid, wherein you go to application, analysis, evaluation, and creation, definitely you expect the child to think in a high order thinking level. And that's how you create challenging questions for the children. So, in one of the slides, I have shown you multiple examples of creating MCQs in these different stages, right? So, I hope I was able to answer your query. Thank you for asking that question.
Isn't it a really good question? Simple but like very basic question, but everyone should know about it. All right, we all see here thanking ma'am. So thank you again, Srinidhi ma'am. I know it took a lot to bring this session, really engaging session with the feedback that we got over here. Always pleasant to have you here. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for
much,
joining in.
Rastogi ma'am. Even though we had a lot of glitch today, you patiently helped me out. Without your support, I think that I would have not been able to conduct this successfully today.
It's
Thank
a
you
pleasure
so
for.
much.
And thank you so much. Pleasure for me and my team as well. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon, ma'am. Thank you. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
thanks a lot.
So, thank you again, all of you, for joining in for today's session and staying back. More importantly, wholeheartedly, I thank all of you for staying back and watching this session. As I promised, this session was indeed very insightful. As you can see, Srinidhi ma'am brings in a lot in our table. The feedback code is shared over here. Please go to Center app where you have registered the session. Please submit your feedback. When you submit the feedback, give us a rating, tell us how you felt about the session, and you can download the record of participation right then. If you are facing any technical glitch, if you are facing any kind of issue while downloading the record of participation, please write us at team@centa.org. I repeat, team@centa.org, and we will try to sort it out as soon as we can. So again, a very good evening, good night, and good afternoon to a lot of others joining international. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.